right? I
It
always
is.
say there's a difference, and you always identify this as well. There is a difference of being bad in professional sports and being an embarrassment. The last thing the Jets could have been this year is embarrassing.
Yep.
They were coming off an era where there was a lot of public back and forth between Aaron Rodgers and the organization. That experiment blew up in their face. You know, some of it their own fault, some of it not their fault. Like the health situation was horrible luck. And I mean, yeah, when it comes down to it, I don't know, man. It just feels like this is boiling up right now. I mean,
They feel like a meme. They feel like a meme.
You're
right
a
now.
meme, and
Yeah.
Glenn didn't have a lot at the podium today. Like it was the first time I've seen him. Like usually he's defensive, almost to the point of where it's annoying.
Yeah.
But today it was just like he kind of looked like a guy that's out of answers. Even the decisions in the game, it was kind of like he was spinning a wheel. It's like I should go for it on fourth down to start the game, but then I'm going to punt it at the end of the game and never get the ball back. He just can't press the right button right now. Like that kind of situation, I almost feel bad because, you know, that's a tough one. But yeah, dude, I think that if they don't win a game, how do you bring them back, Joe?
You just can't. You're right. If you're 0-17, which is historic,
that's different.
That's even worse than Rich Kotite, right? Even he won a game. Also, Woody's cognizant, and the organization is cognizant of, the Giants lost in embarrassing fashion today, but they're fun and they're entertaining, and they have two young guys that their fan base is excited about, and they'll be on a coaching search next year most likely, and doing that whole thing. The Patriots are good again, and they're probably going to kick the shit out of the Jets on Thursday Night Football, and the organization is going to be very mindful of that. And the Jets, again, they're not just like the Raiders or the Titans or the Saints. They are the only team without a win. They have lost in like weird, embarrassing fashion. They're putting together like historic offensive incompetence where they're just like the only team in the league who cannot score touchdowns. So that continues. And like some of these losses haven't been that bad, right? They lost 13-11. They lost 13-6. They lost late to Tampa. They lost late to the Steelers. There's going to be a couple other like Dallas, Miami type games in here. I don't know if it's going to be against Cincinnati and Cleveland, although next week they're probably no Sauce, no Garrett. Bad timing on that going against the Bengals, coming off how they looked against the Steelers. You lose that game to Joe Flacco. You come off a bye week. You lose to Dylan Gabriel and the Browns. Then it's come on, man. Shit, like we got to play the Pats in primetime. We got to play the Ravens with Lamar.